everybody. Happy, what are we today? Wednesday. Oh, it's almost Christmas. Welcome to Chalkboard Chats. My name is Henry, and on this channel, we talk all things teaching and everything in support of teachers. And today I wanted to kind of discuss with you or share with you a revelation that has made my life so much easier as a teacher. Now, if this is the first time you're bumped up onto my channel, hi, welcome. Thank you for watching. I am a certified life coach and a part-time English teacher, and I'm just baffled by the lack of support for teachers. So I was like, you know what? Time that we get only support for teachers. I'm not supporting any of the students. Of course, in my job as an English teacher, I support them left, right, and center. But as a life coach, my only job is to be in the corner of the teacher. I have your back. I support you in everything you do. So that's what this channel is about. And in my teaching job, I'm an English teacher, and I live in Vietnam, and I work for, let's say, a company. I don't call it a school necessarily because it is for profit and it is run like a business with all the issues that comes with it. As I said, I live in Vietnam. It's getting really hot, so let me just turn on the aircon. So last week we did a graduation. There was one course that finished, and I've had these students for almost 2 years. And when they started, they were like 4 or 5 year olds, could write individual letters, could speak a little bit about, colors and animals. And now they are very fluent and they can read and write, and it's just adorable. So last week we had this graduation, and there were two cases that were quite different than the rest. So everybody passed except for one student who failed the test and who I suggested should redo either this course or maybe even the course before that. So let's say every course is divided up into either 2 parts or 3 parts. And after one part, there is a test. And she like barely made the first two and then completely failed the third test. And I advised my manager, he was going to talk to the parents, not me. I didn't mind to talk to them, but he took it upon himself to talk to the parents. I was like, fine, here's all the information. Um, I told him, move her down to part 2, because then if she does really well, she gets that boost of confidence. And if we move her down only to do part 3 again, the thing is, she is not able to write and read fluently yet. So we're kind of waiting for that moment to happen. And I was like, it is better for her confidence to move her a little bit further down and then be the best in the class for a while, have it be easy for her, instead of doing only the third part again, where maybe we're not giving her enough time. So I was like, rather be safe than sorry. Let's move her to the second part. Or at least advise the parents to do that and sign her up for retesting and all the things. That was one student. There was another student who, when she joined my class, was already at the top and was just very shy in her speaking. So she didn't really have didn't show that she had a high level of English in her speaking. But I noticed that her writing was very good, and her understanding, like her listening skills were very good, reading skills were great. So I was like, maybe she can even move up one class further. So I advised for 2 students to have a different course than the one that I was starting this week. So one should move down and one should move up. Lo and behold, yesterday they show up in the class and they get the books for this course. And I'm like, wait, no, I I told the parents and I told the manager. I didn't tell the parents because I didn't speak to the parents, but I told everybody, this student needs to move up further. This student needs to move down. Why are they in my class? And as I was receiving the books from the admin, I saw their names on it too. And I was like, yeah. And then they're going to write in the books and and I was getting a little bit worked up during the lesson. And I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Am I trying to have control over things that I don't have control over? Because it is not up to me to move them to do the admin and do move them to a different class. That isn't up to me. That's up to other people. And I was like, wait a second, wait a second. I done everything in my power? Yes. Everybody knows what I have advised for these two students, what I thought was best for these students. If they're now in my class, there's nothing that I need to do immediately except for teach the class. So I was like, okay, let me just focus on the class right now. And after the lesson was done, I was like, wait, this isn't for me to worry about. This isn't for me to meddle in. This is between the student and the school, the student and the company, between the parents and whoever does our admin, whoever plans and contacts with the parents for the student, when to add them in what class, and if they have books that they're not supposed to have, if they spend time in a class they're not supposed to spend in, that is not up for me to stress about. And I was like, wait a second. My job is to teach. My job is to tell anybody who is interested what I think is best for the student. Once I've done that, I need to release control, release it out into other people's hands, let them do their job or not. But I don't need to stress about it. I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to be angry about it. I don't have insight on exactly what is happening. So I realized that it was so useful for me to consider what is my role in this, and to consider this is between them and the school. In this case, I'm just the messenger. That is all I can control. That's all I can contribute. And now that my manager is on a holiday, I was like, I think I need to send him another email towards the end of his holiday saying, hey, by the way, this is what has been happening, and then leave it up to his hands again. That is all I can do. And this realization has made my life so much easier. It has taken away so much stress because I now clearly see this is what is in my control, and all of these other things aren't. So if it's not in my control, I don't have to stress about it. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to do anything about it. I also don't have to be mad about it. So as soon as I realized that, like, the rest of the lesson was amazing, and it was kind of great to see them. I was like, oh yay, you get to be in my class for the time being until you either move up or down. And it is great to see them. So I hope this really helps for you if you are stressed and anxious and, angry about other people not doing their job. It may be that you're trying to control things that aren't actually in your control. And to have the sense of, wait, this isn't about me. This is between other people, other departments, other parts of the school. I hope it really helps you. Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.